There's a child with no bed and nobody cares. There's a woman who prayed while the system played. And another name. The world erased, but I hear the dust cry out. I feel the sky bend low, and if no one else will say it, then I will let them know. Enough, no more hiding what you've done. Enough, we remember everyone, from the camps to the cries. We carry their names. You buried the bodies, but left us the flame. There's a lie in your law, there's blood on the fire, and your gospel got gold while our children go wild. You preach in peace, but you sell in fear, and the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, they are not your loss. They are ours to love, and yours to cross. Enough, we won't whisper when they bleed. Enough, you built silence on our need. From the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate, we're done being quiet. We speak in their place. Say their name, feel their pain. They were here, they remain. Enough, no more graves with no goodbyes. Enough, no more mothers left to cry. You had your chance, now we rise.
As you join, please share the space. The space will be on that because it's a very big topic. As you join, please share. I just posted something now in the comment section of this space, so everybody should do well to retweet that thing. Retweet that thing and like it and make it to go viral. Yes, I salute everyone. Please, if you know you're available for co-host, please just indicate so that I can co-host you. Thank you so much. And we don't have our devices here to be able to project uh, our anthem, but we observe a minute silence for the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now.
It's time we sing, and the world hears our cry.
We mourn our heroes past, we celebrate them and our heroes living as we continue to fight on to see that Biafra is fully restored. Greetings to everyone, and thank you so much for joining. And thank you for all you do, and those that I can see from here. I can see our UK rep, Madam Key. Can see Mazin the number. I can see Totti. I can see Principe, Simon Pastella, Oscar Chu, Emeka Ares, Nelson Obiora. I can see our original COS. I can see Tottiville, and the rest of you that will be joining. You're all welcome. I know this topic is unannounced because last time we pre-scheduled this topic, and then before we came up, there has been serious attack waged already on the program ahead, and that is why we even pre-scheduled this program again. I think 2 or 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, and then it was scrambled. So today we decided to pick up this topic unannounced. Yes, so that before they will start the attack, we have already gone far. Please, as you join, share, retweet, like, and also check the chat section of the space. I posted something there which we all have to retweet. Yes, everybody that joined the space, you have to retweet that thing that I posted there. I posted the message from the royal family of UK, those that claim that they are the king of England. Yes, those that claim that they are the king of the Commonwealth, who have been sucking and licking our blood from our resources in our lands, who colonize the Nigerian contraption against our own wishes and against our own will. They claim that they are the king, and then they supervise the massacre of Biafran people in 67 to 70s. They supplied all manners of weapons that were needed for the massacre to happen. And now that same contraption that they forcefully amalgamated together has consumed uncountable numbers of lives, undocumented and unverified numbers. Because when they created it, they made it to be a setting that will only consume human lives, and people will not be able to get account of anything. That is why the genocide, the massacre, destruction of lives and properties happening in Nigeria, many of you cannot give account of how many lives affected with facts and figures. Because the people that created the Nigeria and then refused everything to be in order for them, they did it for a purpose. I salute all of you as you join. Like I said before, you may be facing series of attack in this space because of the kind of topic that is up here, but we are equal to the task. So as you join, please share the space. What you will do best to relieve the attack and for us to continue and for other people to be able to join and the space to sustain is when you share and like. You share and like. The more the share and the like is, the more it will denounce the attack on the space. You're all welcome. And as you join, please check the comment section and make sure you retweet the thing that we posted there. Okay, let us bring it to the jumbotron so that when you see it, you can easily go and
Most Honorable, sorry, can you resend the co-host again? I was knocked off.
yeah, genocide.
Hey,
They attack us for where we dey stream from the computer.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. It has reached. Put more effort. Push it more. You're winning souls. You're creating the awareness. Mazen Kano took time. To send messages. And many of us just listen to it and ignore it. But today, those people that just listen and ignore, today, they are coming back to say, I stumbled on Mazen Amdekano's message like that about Nigeria, about Tinubu, the Fulani terrorists. Ten years ago. But today, I think what he said, he was right. Oh, ah, and what is the solution? Divide Nigeria to save life. lives. If you want people to be alive, just divide that contraption. If you want people to be alive, we appreciate Biafrans who understand that Nigeria is on a social slide. We went to the US Congress and we asked for things, and many of the things we asked for have been met, and more are coming. More are coming because there's some people to cause for a joke. Some people did not actually understand our main reason of being in Washington, D.C. But I can remember that when you read through that publication of the congressional testimony. You saw it that Brgie called for sanctions on Nigeria and Finland. And then we provided explosive first ever testimony to the US Congress. We enumerated many demands. Sanctions and high tariffs. Which will cripple Nigeria with some of the things we demanded. Designate Nigeria, sanction them as concerned. That is spearheading the massacre of Christians. You can see, yes, you can the result now. It is going one after another. The congressional testimony that we submitted was not for caricature or for us, because
Well, thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. After I left the Congress, I began to represent some corporations and countries and causes that I believe in. It has been an honor to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Gerasulis is my partner. This is primarily Elias's account, but I'm going to be working with
Yeah, Biafran's been some technical issues, and I'm trying to see how it can be resolved. So please bear with me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. We will continue to see what we can do, continue to create awareness to our people. It's very, very sad, the situation we find ourselves.
People must come out to say that when you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists, but aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council, where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you not well in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. These are people they have prepared for you to sell you down the drain. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant. And if you allow yourselves to be deceived, things can only get worse. Fulani terrorists will take over your land. Time and time again, I have warned you on this very matter, but some of you never ever listened. Because in this life, what goes around comes around. If you support evil today because you're benefiting, eventually that evil will overwhelm you. And if you allow yourselves to be deceived, things can only get worse. Fulani terrorists will take over your land. Time and time again, I have warned you on this matter, but some of you never ever listened. Because in this life, what goes around comes around. If you support evil today because you're benefiting, eventually that evil will overwhelm you.
If you support evil because you are benefiting, eventually, someday, somehow, that same evil that you supported will overwhelm you. And that is what is happening to the British people. The British government supported evil against Biafrans. They supported the Fulani incursions. They supported Islamization. They support the genocide against the Biafran people. Today, those whom they supported are now coming to their neck, and they are going to bear the consequences of their action. That is how it is.
The more you undermine Biafra, the more Biafra brings many things to the fore. And I love how the US government works. They don't make noise too much, but they are doing wonders. You drop the document on their table, they look at it, they accept it, and then they keep quiet. They don't come to the media and talk and say, "You can no, do you?" They only leave outside. They say people should go and read it there. Oh. People go and read it and review. When they read and then they finished read, they went back and just laughing.
Yeah, it's fortunate. The cracking is much, and I have to pause it for now because I want this information to flow. Or I'm going to play another information other than this British issue. On a special day, I will play this one again. The problem I have is my gadget is, I'm managing it anyway. So I'm just managing it until I get a new one. Okay? Sometimes it's not the network, because even while I'm talking, the network is coming out freely. Even sometimes it has to hook, it has to hang. Also, I have to wait until it starts coming up again. So I believe it is as a result of the laptop that I'm using. But then we move. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, thank you for joining me. Let me see if I can see another video to play, because we are in a very precious time. We are in a very precious time. This is festive. Nigerian government, why other countries, why other nations, why they are fighting for their people to protect them in this festive period. The Nigerian government, with their jihadists, are killing the people that they are supposed to protect. It is very, very sad that the Nigerian government is responsible for the carnage, the genocide that is happening in that part of the world. And it is only the Biafran Defense Forces that are responsible for the protection of indigenous people in Biafra land.
no matter how you go about it. Masi Okechukwu Nkere, Omalicha Nwoke, the Biafran Republic Government and Exile Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran finance for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah, yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Masi Okechukwu Nkere. Salute every Biafran. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Onyamana gidi bakulo wunu. Okechukwu kama. Welu ndidi chukwu gazebele. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kama. Si Okechukwu Nkere nekelunu. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina no. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo. Okechukwu kama. There is no magic to progress, success in life. Life back what you give to away. Takes a man who believes in himself to create. Ayakata. If it's not easy, make you take and judge it. I can't also forget Philip Young. Oh, come on, down saw. Come and I've worked on special week of Biafran one. Continue to flourish in your different endeavors. They say, hey God, the Prime Minister, PEOPLE.WE, Okechukwu Nkere, Simukelekio, Okechukwu kama, Okechukwu kaina yo no kama, Onyamana gidi bakulo wunu, Okechukwu kama, Welu Gazebele. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kama. Mama biko yobosa. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yono. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yona nyasi. Okechukwu kama. Kolole garole nu owi bole cheta kwana ndubo fuo 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4 ino onye puru chi uzo akwa no no He's so close. He's so close. Okay, you come never you give up. No, no, no. Okay, come believe no dreams, brother. Okay, come never you say no, 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 no. Okay, you kind of young. Okay, you never you down your bed. No, no. Okay, you come keep your head up. Keep on fighting. Okay, you come a big shout out to Mazio Gechukunkere. I salute you, my PM, Mazi Simoni. Life is sweet when you're patient. A great shout out goes to the media team.
Yeah, wonderful people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. The platform of the questionnaire under the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is where it is happening live and direct. This is where the Nigerian government are getting the water from America. This is the only government that is representing the Biafran people under the leadership of our Excellency, the active Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, the active acting APM of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Distractors are here on our platform. The evildoers are here. Nigerian agents are here. All the terrorist Nigerian government apologists. They come onto our platform to write rubbish. I challenge Mike or to come and join me on this space or on this platform on my YouTube. I've sent a link. I want you, this useless dossier, if you feel that you have something up your sleeve, if you think that you have something upstairs, click the link, join me on the studio, and let us iron it out. Because I understand you are part of those who are accountability nonsense. Those who want Biafran people to continue to suffer under Nigeria. Those who the Nigerian government shared the $20 billion they marked to fight against Biafra. You are among those who are sharing that money. You are among those who are promoting Nigerian government image. If you are following Ngozi, you are among those. If you are following Emma, you are among those. If you are following Adono, you are among those. If you are following Adandocho, you are among those, because by this, we know where you are coming from. We know your kind of people. These are people who are useless. These are people who are irrelevant. These are people who are Fulanis among Biafrans. When you talk A, they'll be talking B. They may be answering Biafran names, but they are not Biafrans. Because if you ask them from the time of the Biafran restoration that happened on the 2nd of December 2024 date, ask all these foolish people who are supporting Ngozi, what have Ngozi achieved? What has Emma achieved? And who does America know? Who is America respecting? Who are America liaising with when it comes to Biafra issues? What have you been able to achieve? Have you gone to Washington, D.C.? Have you met any congressman, any senator? Absolutely nothing. You have met nobody. And you are here making noise. You are here writing junk. I challenge you. Click the link and join me on the studio and come and air your foolishness online. Let the people see how foolish, how idiotic that you are, because you are unreasonable. You don't reason very well. You reason through your anus. You are the kind of people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you will suffer for your atrocity against the Biafran people. So these are the people who are, when you see them, any platform, you will see them attacking Ogechukwu Nkere, the active APM. Ogechukwu Nkere is a man that nobody can bring down. Is a man that Chukwu Okike Abiama chose. Just like he chose Simon Ekpa when our leader was kidnapped. Chukwu Okike Abiama chose Ogechukwu Nkere when our prime minister was arrested. And today, Washington, D.C. is aware of what is happening in Biafra land. Washington, D.C. is aware of the atrocities that the Nigerian government are committing. Washington, D.C. is aware that Biafran people need to be free. Who made it possible? It is not Ngozi or Abu Fulani. Who made it possible? It is not Ada, Adonowu or Adando. Who made it possible? It is not it is not Ada Vam Vam Vam. It is our APM that made it possible. Okay? So Dozie, I challenge you, click the link and come on this platform and air your foolishness, your idiotic reasoning here. Not writing junk on the comment section. My wonderful brother Nonso, our minister from Portugal, welcome on the space. Welcome on the platform of the Biafra Republic government in exile, anchored by the questionnaire, Maza David Nana. Can you hear me, Nonso? Unmute yourself, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes. I'm sorry. Let me say good morning and Merry Christmas from here. As we Biafrans, as we know, we are all Christians. We are all children of God, children of even though the enemies have tried to, bring cause us, try to bring some kind of distractions, making us trying to take away the things that that the world and God has already destined us to be, because we are children of Zion, we are children of Elohim, we are children of Chukwu Okike Abiama, the God of heaven, the God that created heaven and earth. That is who we are. And we have come again today. We are gathering from every platform, from every angle, anywhere we are gathering from, whatever platform. After this platform, we have another one coming up, and we also have our airspace. We are 247, 24 hours, running, and we are not fainting at all in our strength. Always focus. We are consistent. We keep reminding.
Just like our brother was saying, we are consistent. We will continue to move. We are not looking back on the enemies who are always trying to distract. The enemies of Biafra, they are always everywhere you go. You will see them. And our leader, Mazin Nandekano, made us to know that they are numerous. When the time comes, Nigerian government bought a lot of them. Bought Ngozi, bought Ema, bought Adandocho, bought Adan Onowu, bought Dozie, bought every one of them that were not supposed to be part of this freedom. And now that they have seen that they cannot stop the freedom, they cannot stop what we are doing, now that they have seen that Ogechukwu Nkere is unstoppable, you see them attacking Ogechukwu Nkere. You see them carrying out their propaganda. You see them saying, you distractors, you enemies of Biafra, you are going to regret your actions against our people, against our freedom. You are going to regret it. Very, very important. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. It's normal. I apologize for the network interruption. Biafrans, as we all know, we are in our celebration time, and even though the enemies try to take away our joy, we are not relenting. We are focused, and our joy is already inside of us. It is not something that anybody can manufacture. It is not something that anybody can build. But this is something that Chukwu Okike Abiama has destined, to be. We are children of God. That is the reason why we are standing. That is the reason why, no matter the tribulations, no matter the temptations, no matter the infections, no matter the sabotage of everything, trying to stop the children of God, trying to stop the word of God, it can never happen, because the word of God also said that everything on earth shall pass away, but his word shall never pass away. His word is what we are speaking, and his word is what is coming to pass. His word is here, and his word is what we are confirming. And there is nothing you common man or you common man or a woman can do about it. So that is just the fact. You see, today we are happy, we are celebrating, we are ourselves, we are thanking Chukwu Okike Abiama for the great things that he has done, for making us to stand, for giving us the voice, for making, our enemies, to be ashamed, because wherever they are already ashamed. We are winning. No matter the infiltration, no matter the sabotage, no matter everything, we still remain standing. You see, the likes of these criminals, all these Fulani Janjaweed who come under these comment sections and be committing nonsense, they do not have the guts, they do not have the balls to argue with facts, because all of these people are all parasites. They know themselves, they come with different names, with unknown faces. So you do not have time to always respond to these criminals, because if you think that is relevant, and if he's a man, then you should click on the link and come up and let's debate on or argue, or maybe on something relevant, not something you are ignorant of. And if it is something that you are ignorant of, then you should learn. Then if you are not ready to learn, then you are a Fulani Janjaweed, because you people are all evil. There is nothing that they can use to change you. So that is the reason why today, being the 24th of December 2025, we are celebrating, we are congratulating our government, we are congratulating our Biafran Liberation Army for keeping standing their ground. We are congratulating Biafrans in general all over the world who has continued to stand in the right path, who has made it possible for us to achieve all this great achievement that we have achieved so far, and we continue to look forward for more, for more achievement, because we are not relenting, we are not fainting at all. So I just want our enemies to understand. I want each and every one of them to know that that this time around we are very, very serious. That this is not night heaven. They try to kill our strength, by coming up with after the illegal kidnapping of our leader Mazina Bikano. They also went ahead, to collide with the Finnish government to detain our prime minister, and it didn't stop us. All these things was just targeting at us. They also went into the government, trying to infiltrate the Biafran government in exile, but they could not succeed. They couldn't succeed, and they have never succeeded, and they will never ever succeed. So you see, that is the reason why it seems like, after everything that they have done, trying to target at us, they still see that we are still standing. So there is no need for people like this Fulani will be coming here to be commenting. You are just one person. But if you think that you know what you are saying, then you come up, you click the link, you come up to the panel, and let's discuss. That's how it goes. This is not like other platforms, like all those your Janjaweed platforms, all those your Takias platform that you go whenever you ask question or whenever you want to say something, they kick you out. No, when you come here with relevant questions or relevant argument, then we engage you relevantly. But when you come here foolishly, we engage you foolishly, just like the way you are fooling yourself in the comment section. So we do not have much time to deliberate on you. But what I'm trying to say here is that I just want our people, our Biafran people, to understand that this is not time for gossiping. This is not time for propaganda. Even though as we are in the month of our celebration, that is who we are, because God has already, ordained and, created us this way, So no matter any situation, that is who we are. We must celebrate, our God. We must celebrate our ancestors. We must celebrate Chukwu Okike Abiama, the God of heaven and earth. We must celebrate him, and that is why that is what we are doing. And at the same time, we are not losing focus on on our course. On our course, we are not losing focus. Our land must be guided. Our land must be defended. Our land must be protected, especially in this era, in this time, especially in this time. And our funding must increase. Our funding must increase, and we need more hands on deck. We need more hands on deck. Those of us who might have been led astray, maybe through one platform or the other, through all these irrelevant, inconsequentials, infiltrators, saboteurs, that have already, been known, that have already been exposed as well. It is time for you to withdraw. Come out boldly, take a bold step, and save yourself, save your generation. It's time for you to withdraw. There is no time anymore. You see this thing that we are saying here, all this calling, all this awareness that we are bringing to your doorsteps, and it seems like you are not trying to understand, or you're not trying to listen, or not trying to pay attention. There will be a time when that time will come. That time is very, very soon, and that time is near. Remember that we have lost a lot of our loved ones, our innocent loved ones. Many of our innocent loved ones have been kidnapped. They are in different jails. They are suffering. So many of them are wherever they are right now, yelling, praying, crying for freedom. And we that has the opportunity to speak on their behalf, are here also speaking, crying and shouting, creating awareness, doing everything possible, because at least we have the little opportunity to do what we are doing. But you will not understand the situation and how God has already created, and how God has already, divided this job for each and every one of us. Those are our brothers that we have lost. Those are our sisters. Those are our mothers that we have lost. Remember that it hurts and it is unforgettable. Even those that we lost during the 1967 till now, remember, it is very, very painful, and it hurts, and it is unforgivable. And above all, you remember that you cannot, that the worst part of it is that after all these things, you allowing yourself to sabotage the blood of your innocent brothers and sisters, your forefathers, what our fathers has fight for, the reason why we are alive, the reason why we are who we are, the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has sacrificed everything that God has blessed him with, the reason why our prime minister has sacrificed, the reason why majority and many Biafrans are sacrificing today. Be careful. Be careful. Be very, very, very careful, because you see, you cannot eat your cake and have it. We should be very, very, very careful. If you don't know anything, if you don't understand, try to ask questions. Do not be quick to be misled. And the reason why you see this Biafra, why it seems like it's taking time, it's delaying a bit, is because of you. It's because of those who has been, maybe somehow ignorant, because God is a merciful God. God is a merciful God. I am not perfect. None of us here are perfect, but we are just doing that wish, that we know that is right, that we do not have any choice. I do not have any choice. There are so many of us, too many people who came into this struggle and felt that yes, they have the opportunity to make money, but we have to think about something. That is the reason why I am mentioning those of our loved ones that we have lost. So many are in the prison. So many were kidnapped. So many are somewhere, crying, praying that, oh God, one day let us see the gate of freedom. But here is me and you. Wherever we are residing, we have the opportunity of commenting, we have the opportunity of speaking, we have the opportunity of donating, we have the opportunity of supporting, but yet some of you choose the path of gossiping. Some of you choose the path of infiltrating. Some of you choose the path of sabotaging. Listen to me. You cannot stop Biafra. And those things that you are doing will not get you to anywhere. It will not make you relevant. It won't last. It won't last. Those things that you think that you are trying to, you cannot serve two masters at a time. Biafra is truth. Biafra is love. Biafra is transparent. You cannot come into Biafra with unclean hands. You cannot come into Biafra with two lips. This is one thing we must understand. Even though you have made mistakes in the past, the reason you must accept the fact that you must be clean. No matter anything, whenever it comes to the cause of Biafra, you must not attack. Whenever you speak, you must speak with truth and honesty. You can do all those your nonsense outside, or all those your nonsense. You can do that outside, but whenever you come inside Biafra, you have to behave. You have to understand that Biafra is not where we tolerate evil, we tolerate lies, and it won't stand. No matter how you try to romance it, to package it for a very long time, it will still expose, and the consequences will not go down well with you. That is what has happened to so many of them today. That is what has happened to so many of them today. So that is why I'm using this opportunity to call on those innocent ones, because these people that I'm telling you about now, they are just few. Do not allow yourself to be deceived by these few elements, by these few criminals who try to claim relevance when they have nothing to offer, when they could not stand in a time like this, when they could not stand to speak in a time like this. We have all seen it. You have seen them. Are you not ashamed seeing yourself around these criminals? Is it not a painful thing? Are you not regretting? So why can't you take a bold step and come back to light? Come back to light. Come back to light. Your brothers and sisters will embrace you. Let us do what we know how to do best, and let us do it the right way. This is not time for you to claim relevance. This is not time for us to say this. No, what we need now is a J and a J man. Before, we were thinking that maybe, without these criminals, those criminals that call themselves CRS, criminals everywhere, 419 criminals everywhere. Now, are we not progressing? Are we not progressing? Is it not only the Biafra government in exile and the de facto and the Biafra Liberation Army are the talk of the day concerning our liberation? These are evidences everywhere that we can see. And you yourself, I go to some certain platforms like sometimes on TikTok, and I see some of our brothers, they gather, they talk about our freedom, they talk about Biafra, and sometimes at the end of the day, what baffles me is that at the end of the day, they try to come up with, let's see what we can do, what are we going to do, we should organize ourselves, we should do this, we should, and then I said, look, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? We have a government. This is not the time for you to be gathering yourself. This is not the time for you. This is time for you to locate your mouthpiece that is speaking on behalf of you. We have armies. There is a reason why we have a government. We are not fighting against group. We are not fighting against organization. We are not fighting against vigilantes. We are fighting against a failed state. Because Biafra is already a state. There is something we call a state within a state. And since the Nigerian terrorist government has refused to recognize the state within the state, that is the reason why we must defend ourselves. That is the reason why they have to kidnap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and sentence him life imprisonment. Even though it is illegal, even though it is against the law, are we going to fold our hands? Don't you know that the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped is because we already have a state within the state, and we are defending that state for the past 3 years, and still counting. We have been defending that land. So how can we be so coward at this particular time? How can we be so stupid? How can we be so foolish to understand the fact that we do not have any other hope? That the only thing that we're supposed to be looking up to, and the only thing that we're supposed to be talking now, is how we can fund our defense and how we can fund our lobbyists, our Biafran government in exile, for our international recognition. Can't we see that the Nigerian states are not giving up? Yet they are inviting their members, their associates, their allies, bringing them into Biafra land, having the guts and the infantry, even after all that they have done to us. Biafrans, are you comfortable with all these things you are seeing? Tell me how you go to bed. Tell me how you go to sleep. Tell me how you wake up and you say you are going to strive on that. You are going to strive. You are going for your businesses. You are going for this. You are going for that. Tell me, even those of you who reside abroad and you have siblings, brothers and sisters, families back home in that so-called contraction. Tell me how you feel comfortable whenever you remember that you have your brothers and sisters, your loved ones, or wherever you have there. How is your mind? How do you feel relaxed? As for me, the only confidence, the only hope I have today is just my government. It's just Biafran Liberation Army. Because when they speak, the zoo understand. When they speak, the contraption, they understand. The only government I know is Biafran government in exile. Because when they speak, the zoo understand. Their activities are transparent. Without the Biafran government in exile today, I don't think that I will have the strength to be speaking on this platform today. Without Biafran government in exile, I am not relevant. So this is the reason why we must continue, and see more reasons, to support this government, because there is a difference between a government and a group. We have been in this liberation, in this struggle for a very long time. And it is time for us to call it to an end. Enough is enough. This is not 1967. We are prepared. We have to be prepared in all ramification at this particular time. Because we have seen their collaborations. We have seen the height of this hatred. We have seen the height of this evil. And it is only the American government that is standing today, that is speaking today, against this evil, against this genocide, against this massacre, against Christians, especially Biafrans in particular, in Nigeria. We have seen how so many countries, so many allies, so many of these people, they have come together, they have concluded with these foreigners, these Janjaweed, these Fulanis, these T groups to come and take over, Nigeria or take over our land, to Islamize with their evil agenda and with their selfish interest. Is that what we are going to fold our hands and sit aside and watch, even though it's going to cause the light drop of our blood? We have to stand and defend this land. We have to stand and defend this land. We do not have any other place, for God's sake. Your passport, your document, it's not going to save you. It's not going to make you relevant. What more, or how much more lessons are we going to see? Or how much more lessons are we going to learn? Haven't we learned enough? We have one government. They can never be two captains in one boat. No matter you see the confusions, that this kind of distraction that these criminals, even this so-called British government, they work together with this Janja, with this failed state called this contraption called Nigeria. See, let me tell you something, Biafrans. You see, right from the beginning, right from our internal leader, Dean Ojukwu, you see what we are doing. When our acting prime minister was, giving his speech the last time, he told us something that I pick. He said that the template has never changed. Oh God, hey God. Biafrans, my fathers, my mothers, my brothers and sisters, we all should come together. You people should come. We have now the baton now is now with Ogechukwu Nkere, which is our acting prime minister in the United States of America. He told us something a few days ago. He said that from the beginning, that the template hasn't changed. Do we understand something, or do we think shallowly, or we always think always think shallowly? Do we understand that word? I understand, even though I could not articulate immediately, but I have to rephrase and try to understand what he meant, because sometimes we take some words for granted. Our prime minister went ahead and told us that what you don't know is bigger than you. That some of you will sleep inside the zoo and wake up in Biafra land. You think it's a joke. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said that Ogeme havum nanya. Now, listen very carefully. The template has not changed. Right from our internal leader, Dimojuku, the template did not change. They said that he who fights away, he who fights and run away, will surely live and fight another day. Yes. It did not change. And that is the reason why the zoo is shaking. That is the reason why the zoo are panicking. That is the reason why we have more saboteurs. That is the reason why we have more infiltrators. That is the reason why we are not shaking. That is the reason why we continue to remain consistent. That is the reason why we are more stronger. That is the reason why they cannot defeat our defense. That is the reason why we are trending in the international community. Come, let me tell you something, Biafrans. Today, you know, so many of you think that we just jump into we just hear Biafra, we just jump in. It depends on you. Even my newborn baby that I'm going to that I will give birth today now, I don't need to tell him history of Biafra. He will as he's growing up, he will be the one explaining to me, you know, from experience, designing it in a lighter way that I will even love it. You don't know what is going. You people don't know what is going on. You people think that you don't know the kind of generations that are here. You think that people will come and explain Biafra for us. You will come and tell us that if we don't talk Biafra, you think that it is before. That time has passed, and if people are not not careful, the generation that are coming again will be worse than this one. And there is nothing you can do about it. All these things you people have been doing, you people have failed. You have failed since 1967. You have failed till 2025. Why you remove your hand? You people should go and sleep, rest, leave Biafrans alone. We cannot stop. Saboteurs, go and rest. There is no need. There is no need. Tell them that you are tired. Tell them that the job you cannot do it, because at the end of the day you are destroying yourself, and yet God is still giving you the opportunity to repent. You see how God loves you. What have you achieved? Many of you that sabotage all this, everything, sabotage, do all these things, criminals everywhere. What did you gain? Where are you people today? What have you achieved? Those of you that are following them, look around yourself. Are you doing yourself good? What are you doing? Those of you that God has blessed with one way or the other to support, to come together for us to do all these things, but you have withdrawn back. Can't you see how Juko Kika Biama and the land of Biafra is punishing you and your generation? Secretly? No, ask your conscience. Those of you that are listening to gossip, allow yourself to be used, deceiving yourself out of wickedness, hatred. Where are you? Many of you, so many of you just decided to withdraw. So many of you just decided to go silent. Why? Those your voices, those your little contribution, those things, those wisdom that God has deposited in you in a time like this, you are withholding it. You are thinking that without you, because you allowed pride and ego to overshadow you. Why? You can do that outside Biafra. Why will you bring that inside Biafra? Why will you bring that inside where Biafra land, that you know that we are all one? We are trying to Biafra that symbolize love, unity, peace, equality, justice, fairness. Why? Why will you allow the spirit of pride to enter you? Why can't you humble yourself? Can't you see our leaders? Did they allow the spirit of pride? Were they so proud before we recognize them? They were very humble. to even to our acting prime minister, they are all humble, very, very humble, despite their, no matter their positions. Have I been kicked out? Am I still in? Yeah. Am I still in, please? The questionnaire. Am I in?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry.
All right. So, you know, each and every one of us that are speaking here today, or doing whatever we are doing, we have our pride, but we keep it aside. Mazi David is a man. I am a man. We have our pride, but we keep it aside. Whenever we come here, we respect ourselves. Whenever we are in Biafra land, we must be humble, because we are being guided by law. We are being guided by law. Even as we speak today, we are being guided by law. We are law-guided people. We cannot just government does not operate without any law. We have a law. As a government in exile, we have a law, and this law is also, you know, equivalent to the international law as well. So we have to understand what we are doing. So nobody should, this is not the time for anybody to deceive you, because for the likes of our likes, we do not even need anybody to start explaining to us how it started, or what happened, or the reason why we must, you know, where we will stand, or even when you are making mistake, we will not know. No, you cannot come and tell us maybe because you are a professor, or maybe you have been showing yourself for a very long time, you know, you have been shouting for a very long time, just like the way we are also doing, because I'm not exempting myself. Just like the way we are also doing, maybe tomorrow now, I will just feel like, oh, because I have gotten a lot of a crowd, and maybe something just happened, and I will just go and say, hey, I will start doing for what? And some people then I will not succeed. I will not be happy succeeding. Maybe how? If anybody is listening to me by then, I will just think that those people are fools, you know. But some God forbid bad thing, that kind of thing cannot happen, because I cannot even, if I make mistake, it's better I just go silent instead of me to be fooling myself. If I make mistake, it's either I go silent or I beg, I ask for forgiveness, because in this Biafra course, there is no room for mistake. There is no room for mistake. So please, those of us that are hearing our voices, those of us that are seeing what the Biafra government in exile have been doing, those of us that understand that we do not have two governments, we have just only one government, and which is the Biafra government in exile, and we do not have two armies, we have just only one army, which is the Biafra Liberation Army, and we know, of course, we do not have two websites, and we have just only one website, and which is already there. And Mazi David, please, sometimes you try and flash that website for donation, so that our people, okay, it's already here. The website for donation is here, so we can see it flashing. So you can just go there and click on the website. You able to access more information, not only donating. And if there's anything you are confusing there, because there are different ways of donating. We have the IOU loan, and when you click on the website, you know, it's going to show you, take you to a page, and when you get to that page, you have to click on by your, I think by your right, by your right, the up edge of your phone, so that it will bring out the options of donations, or the options of what you want to do. If you want to access the website, if you want to you know, access the website and get more information, it will show you different links to that. So, and also the link for donation is also there. You can click, you just scroll down and you click on the link of donate, then it will take you to the page of donate. So that is where you find the different categories of donations. You have 10 ejema, you have 10 ejema, you have 25 ejema, you have 30 ejema, so forth and so on. So depending on what you can offer. So that is for those in diaspora. Why for those in the homeland? we have our Lagos liaison office, and we also try to locate your reps and admins from your different counties. It is very, very important. Try to communicate and try to reach out those of you who are lost and in some certain areas, maybe in times of donation, times of funding. Those of us in the homeland who will also love to participate and anonymously contribute to what towards our freedom, especially this time of Christmas. It's time of celebration. The enemies are not asleep, and our Biafran Liberation Army, our Biafran Defense Forces must also be at alert, making sure that this Christmas and the plans of the enemies will always fail as usual. So, my brothers and sisters, those of us that are in homeland that are interested, funding and supporting their government, our government, which is our own government, that is, in charge of Biafra land, the 40 state of Biafra land, whether you are from Igodo, whether you're from Izo, whether you're from Ishekiri, whether you're from Calabar, whether you're from Ika, whether you're from Enugu, whether you're from any part of Biafra land, as long as you find yourself within the 40 states of Biafra, please, I call on each and every businessman and women, youth, boy and girl, this is time for us to take things very, very serious, so that this janjaweed and this evil blood-sucking demons, monsters, we have to understand that this is not a business as usual. So we can all do this anonymously, and we have our numerous ways, of funding and supporting. So those of us in the homeland, whenever we are having town hall meeting, those of us that will be needed to contribute or needed some information or ask some questions, just know that you have representatives and you have admins as well who will also always guide you. But if there's anything that you fail to understand, or maybe you couldn't get any information, please, whenever we are online like this, or whenever you get this information, try as much as possible, click on the link, come in, and and air that question, or you can also put your question on the comment section, and we'll see to that. Thank you very much, Mazi David. I wish you a Merry Christmas from here as we continue to fight on the cause of Biafra. I say at the end, victory is sure. Victory is sure. Victory is sure. Victory is sure. Our recognition is sure. The defense of our motherland is non-negotiable. And the unconditional release of our leaders and of our brothers and sisters is non-negotiable. We will fight on. We will continue to defend our land until all these justice are met. Thank you very much, and may God bless each and every one of us. I will yield the mic now. Thank you, Mazi.
Wow, thank you so much. Our own wonderful Biafran, our own minister representing Biafran government in Portugal, Mazi Nonso. We really appreciate you so much. Thank you for what you are doing for the Biafran people. Thank you for your commitment, your consistency, your doggedness, and your strong conviction and support for the Biafran government. Yes, this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the kind of people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are looking for. People who are not only going to contribute morally, spiritually, but rather financially as well. Even using their voice to make sure that the message is preached. I really appreciate you, my brother. And you really said a lot. Biafrans all over the world. You see, the topic we have here today is a topic that is by our information minister and every other person. But I want somebody like Dozie to understand that. Does he know that he is under the wrapper of Britain? Dozie, do you know that it is Britain that determines who you are? Do you understand that even as you are fighting against this freedom, you are fighting alongside with Britain? Do you understand that when you are fighting with Ngozi, you are supporting Ngozi, or you are supporting Ima, or you are supporting Adono, or you are supporting Adandojo? It means you are supporting Britain. You don't know. Do you know that the atrocities that happened in 1967 to 1970, Britain was part and parcel of it? I hope you know that. Do you know, as we speak, that your life is meaningless to the British government? Are you aware of that? Do you know that Britain valued the natural resources that come from your land more than your life? This is how idiotic that you are. This is how foolish that you are. Because you come on my platform and you are attacking a man who has given up everything to make sure that people like you, idiotic, foolish, animalistic individual, that people like you are free. Do you know that Ogechukwu Nkere is the reason why Biafra is now being talked about all over the world? Do you know that the activities of our active APM, in conjunction with Elias Garasoris, the international freedom fighter, do you know that is their action that is making the US government to hold Nigeria accountable? Are you aware of that? If you don't know, maybe you can go to the platform of most of you, those you are supporting the Nigerian government. Go to Bashiru's platform and you can see the tweet he's making in relation to the activities of Brgie in Washington, D.C. He even telling the people who cares to listen that, oh, that we have been dangerously advocating for a separate country. Do you know that he also tell his listeners that Brigi government has been vehemently and seriously been campaigning against the continued existence of Nigeria? Are you aware of that? He's not talking about Ngozi. It is not talking about Emma. It is not talking about I don't know or Adandocho. They are crying, talking about His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. Nigerian government is crying and talking about Obong Elias Jarasoris. Nigerian government is crying and talking about Amanda Berry, because they understand that these gatekeepers are holding Nigeria in a very dangerous place in Washington, D.C. Are you aware of that? No. Even if you are aware, it will blind your sense of judgment, because you are idiotic, you are foolish, you are envious, you are jealousy. What you cannot do, Ogechukwu Nkere is doing it. What your brother cannot do, Ogechukwu Nkere is doing it. What your relation cannot do, Ogechukwu Nkere is doing it without collecting any money from anybody. Doing it free of charge, including putting his own hard-earned money, his resources, into this freedom in order to free people like you. But what are you doing here? You are here attacking the same man that is doing everything to make sure that you are free. The same man that is spending his time in Washington, D.C., spending his money to make sure that you are free. It's the same man that you are attacking. It's the same man that you are carrying all manner of propaganda against. Shame unto you. People like you, in fact, the terrorists need to visit people like you. Fulani herdsmen need to visit people like you. ISWAP needs to visit your community or your village and single-handedly take you out and deal with you decisively, because people like you are reasoning through their anus, because they do not know who their savior is. People like you are those who attacked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was talking against Nigeria. People like you are the same people who were attacking Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku when he was talking against Nigeria. You come out, unu aba n'ime ọhịa, unu apụta n'ime ọhịa ka okpokpo, unu apụta outside jụọ onye kụrụ ya. Enemies of our freedom. But you know one thing? you are not going to succeed. You and your cohorts, you and your supporters, you and your backrollers, those who are bankrolling you, all of you are going to fail. You all are failure, and you will continue to fail until Biafra is fully restored. Very, very important. But I want our listeners to understand that the British government lost their voice. The British government have lost their voice when it comes to Nigeria, when it comes to the terrorists and the terrorism that is being committed in Nigeria, when it comes to the Christian genocide that the Fulanis are committing in Nigeria, the British government can no longer find their voice. They do no longer find their voice because they cannot speak. Why are they not speaking? Why are they not talking? Why is the British government mute about the atrocities of the Nigerian state against the indigenous people? There is only one reason why they are mute. The reason why they are mute, they cannot speak, because they support the jihad. They support the genocide that is happening in Nigeria. Because the genocide continue to happen, and the indigenous people, the natural resources from those lands will continue to fund the economic activity. It is a fit. What really matters to them is the natural and not you, not your lives, not your properties. Nothing matters to Britain except the natural resources that they are taking out from Nigeria, except the natural resources that they are stealing from Biafra land. That is the only thing that makes sense to them. And so therefore, you don't expect them to speak. You don't expect them to counter. You don't expect them to attack the terrorists who are killing indigenous people. You don't expect them to attack them because the terrorists are doing them a favor. Okay? The terrorists are doing British government a favor. Because while the terrorists are killing you, Britain is taking away the natural resources that come from your land. So King Charles was able to condemn the terrorism that is happening in Australia. Why Australia? Because Australians are Caucasians, they are white, right? Australians, their life matters. Oh, Australians, their life matters. Their well-being matters. Their economic activity matters. Their properties matter. The infrastructure in their region matters because they are more human. They are superhuman than Africans. That is why the lives of Australian people matters to King Charles. He has to come out to condemn the Australian, the terrorist attack in Australia. For how many people died in Australia? How many people were killed in the terrorism that happened in Australia? Not up to 15, right? But in their colonized entity, their colonized country, where they are taking the natural resources from, every blessed day, thousands, hundreds of Christians are being killed. Some are beheaded by ISIS. Some are kidnapped and died if you can't pay ransom. Some are even assassinated. The Fulanis are free to carry arms and ammunition and walk the streets of Nigeria and kill as many people as they like. Their colonizers will not speak. King Charles will not talk about it. The British Parliament will not talk about it. The British parliamentarians will not talk about it. There will be no statement from the British Embassy in Nigeria or High Commission or anywhere against the Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria, because your lives do not matter to them. It is only our natural resources that matters to them. That is why when the natural resources are threatened, you will see them coming out to speak. So people like Dozier, I am sorry for people like you who have this mindset of sabotage. But one thing we are going to promise you is that people like you are going to sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. By the time you realize the evil that you have done to yourself, your children, your generation, your family as well, it will be very, very late to make an amend. That is why we are calling people like you out at this particular time. By the time you realize the evil that you are doing by not supporting Biafran government, by not supporting Ogechukwu Nkere for your freedom, you will realize the mistake that you have made, and there is no way you can remedy the situation. People like you, we know, are those who Fulani gave birth to in Biafran territory. And we stand by what our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said. When Biafra is fully restored, the test that will be conducted all over Biafra land, those who did not pass the test, by that I mean those who don't have DNA of Biafra, will send you to Sokoto, we send you to Katongora, we send you to Ibadan, or we send you to Bauchi and Katsina or Borno, because that is where you belong. That is where you belong. Each and every one of you that are fighting against the restoration of God's kingdom on this very planet Earth. You do not belong to Biafra. You belong to Fulani. You belong to Almajiris. That is where you belong to. People like you who come and make nasty statement or nasty comment on the platform of Brgie, we already know the angle you are coming from. We know who you are. And you regret your action when the time is ripe. Meanwhile, you can wallow in your ignorance and stupidity. When the time comes, you'll understand there is a difference between Egbe and Egbe. Only then will you understand that a lot of people that you see here fighting for Biafra were actually reincarnated to fight and restore God's kingdom on this planet Earth. So wonderful Biafrans, anywhere that you are listening from, I wish you all the best of the Christmas. For you, those of you who are, who will marry in the Christmas. But for us Biafrans, our merriment will start when Biafra is fully recognized as a sovereign nation. Because there is nothing absolutely to marry about in your communities. How can you be marrying when Fulanis are occupying your forest? How can you be marrying when security agencies of the Nigerian government are terrorists in our land, terrorizing our people? Our people cannot party in peace. Our people cannot enjoy in peace Our people cannot travel in peace. Our people cannot socialize in peace. So what is it there for you to marry or you to celebrate? Where can you celebrate when the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ohamadike One, is still very much in detention? What have you to celebrate when the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile is also detained in Finland? What are you going to celebrate when the Biafran land is under occupation? What are you going to celebrate when our people do not have good life? When we don't have infrastructures, we don't have good roads, when our men of the Biafran Defense Forces are still living in the bushes? What do you have to celebrate? Absolutely nothing. So there is no celebration for us for now. So what do you celebrate? This is not time to celebrate, and that is why we are calling on Biafrans in diaspora in the homeland. Continue to support the Biafran Republic government in exile for your recognition, and the Biafran Defense Forces under the de facto government in the homeland for your liberation. You are and a Gemma is going a long way to protect the men and women of Biafra land. Your Eje and Ejemma is the reason why Igwe Butuzo, the gallant men and women of the Biafran Defense Forces, are all in the bushes to protect the land of our ancestors. Very, very important. You can as well key in into the IOU loan, where you can make money for yourself, loan Biafran government your money, and have 100% interest rate when Biafra is restored. So you have a lot to contribute. The reason why some of you are still talking, the reason why some of you are still speaking, is because the Biafran Defense Forces are there. You do not find yourself in IDP camps. You have not found yourself running to Ambazonia, because the Biafran Defense Forces are protecting our land. And they cannot protect it with ordinary hands. They need arms and ammunition. Your donation will go a long way in putting some of these things in place for them. This mass, if you marry and lose your soul, if you marry and allow the Fulani herdsmen to come and kill you or kill your family, then you died a shameful death. While you are marrying, make sure that you are mapped out amount of money to support the Biafran Defense Forces for your protection. On Sunday, we are going into our fundraising, but don't wait on fundraising days. Go to the website of the Biafran Republic Government in exile and donate. Go to www.biafranrepublicgovernment.org, all in small letters, and make your donations. so that your land, your women, your children will be protected. Very, very important. Those in diaspora, it is our responsibility to support the Biafran Republic government in exile as they continue the diplomatic chess play that is going on in Washington, D.C. through our active APM, our Honorable Mazi Elias Zerasoris, and our Attorney Dabere. The diplomatic engagement that is happening in Washington, D.C., we must continue to fund them. Anybody that tells you that, oh, they are not doing anything, okay, Chukwunkere is a criminal, Elias is a criminal, the Amanda B is a criminal. Know you this day that that person is the criminal. And what Elias Ogechukwunkere is doing is actually penning them. That is why they are coming out with such propaganda against noblemen, the gatekeepers of Brgie. Go to our website and you are going to see the wonderful work that our government is doing to make sure that America recognizes Biafra and we are going to be free as a people. Very, very important. Greetings, my wonderful people. I challenge anybody that is writing junk. This dossier 123. I challenge you to join the studio and make comment. You are wasting your time. Nobody is listening to the rubbish you are writing because they know that if you are so truthful to what you are saying or what you are writing, you are going to be boldly picking up or joining the link to speak to people so that they will listen to you. And at least they ask you questions, and based on that, people will now understand that yes, but as it is, you are inconsequential and we don't give a damn. What you are saying does not make any sense. So while it's the United Kingdom, why are they mute? Why Biafrans are being killed? But vocal, where Caucasians, vocal when other people from the West find themselves in the same situation, is because they don't value your life. That is why they are playing with our lives. But Biafra, in this generation, will be free and they will regret every action that took against our freedom. Very, very important. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you for being part of this program today. Please continue to support your freedom. Continue to fund your liberation. Very, very important. Appreciate our leaders. Appreciate our APM. We appreciate all of you that support our freedom. May Chukwu bless each and every one of us.